This is a Gas EC 300 dirt bike that I recently bought. It's been neglected, forgotten, and I believe has led a rough life. So I've named it Hard Times as tribute to that. In the previous video, we made some repairs, made some mistakes too, but got the engine running. Since the last time I talked to you guys, I've put air in the tires, and it feels like it's still in there. And I'm happy about that because patching tires isn't fun or interesting. I also repaired the kill switch because it wasn't working, and I oiled the chain. It was really rusty. Actually, it's still rusty. Now it's just coated with gear oil. The same people who howled about me putting diesel oil in the transmission probably don't like my putting gear oil on the chain either, but everybody has their own opinions and reasoning. That's what makes the world interesting. In this video, we're going to take care of just a few more minor issues on the motorcycle, and then we'll go for a ride. I'm really excited about that because I've never ridden a 300 two-stroke before. This engine makes 50 horsepower.
Nay!
I ordered another box of parts. You remember, I ordered about $40 worth of parts last time.
Okay.
This box was more expensive, about $150. And there's only 3 things in here. First of all, well, this wasn't supposed to be the first of all. Never mind about that. First of all, I want to replace the rubber boot that connects the carburetor to the reed valve. See that piece right there?
No.
Well, it's this thing, only buried in there.
Oh yeah.
The problem is, it's cracked. I don't know if the cracks go all the way through yet, but thought it would be a good idea to replace it. So I'll take the carburetor off again. You remember that from last time?
Yeah, you struggled with that. Do you think it'll go any smoother today?
I hope so, because I'm an optimistic guy, and I went to the shed and got the heat gun. I think if I warm up this rubber piece, which was the main cause of my problems last time, it'll get softer and the carburetor will come out a lot easier. Any predictions? It's getting softer already.
I predict it will go easier
Wow.
with that additional information.
Oh yeah. It's almost jumping right out at you. Uh-huh. Whoa. I could kiss you.
It's gonna don't kiss the other end.
Yeah. Sizzle me lips. I didn't talk about this last time, but see that crack?
Yeah.
Bad news. I don't think they're all the way through yet because the engine didn't act like it was running lean. When air gets in through here, it causes a lean condition. Yeah, that was ready to go.
Hope the new part fits.
Yeah, me too. I was demonstrating and convincing myself it was worth it to buy the new part. Let's see. Feels right. Fits on there. Gave me some new clamps. That's looking shiny, isn't it?
It is.
So now it's just a matter of putting this back together, then we'll move on to the next thing.
Yeah, you didn't say what else was in that box. I was just wondering what else is in that box.
Got the carburetor back on. Now we are going to do something that I think will make this motorcycle much more enjoyable to own and operate. Hard Times is going to get its kickstand back. The original kickstand got broken off of its mounting points, so I bought a new bracket. Looks a little bit different, but as long as the dimensions are the same, it'll work.
I didn't know you could just replace the bracket.
Me neither. I was really happy they still manufacture a kickstand bracket for this motorcycle.
Should you release the spring first?
Nah.
Ew, not bad at all.
Okay, let's see if I can stretch this to where it needs to be. Yeah.
Whew.
All right, tighten this up now. The kickstand fits in the bracket. Next we'll see if the bracket fits onto the motorcycle.
It'll fit.
Maybe should have checked that first. Oh! I was wondering what caused this groove in the plastic.
Oh.
Now I know.
Yeah.
The kickstand is bolted to the motorcycle, but I've encountered a slight problem. The original bracket must have slightly different geometry than the new one because when the kickstand is up, it's right in the path of where the wheel will be when the suspension compresses. See that?
Yeah.
I have a solution though. There's a hole in the bracket and I can put a little bolt through there and it will stop the kickstand
Whoa!
right where it needs to be.
Nice.
I don't know if the hole is meant to be used that way, but it's how I'm going to use it. So I'll just put a nut here to keep that screw in place. And then we'll be done with the kickstand.
That'll be exciting. I think I know what's next, and that also will be exciting.
Ready to try it out?
Oh, yeah.
This is a special occasion. I bet it inspires confidence in the motorcycle to stand on its own two wheels and peg leg.
Oh, yeah, it's released from bondage. What an upgrade.
Yeah! Now I have something very special to show you. Have a look at the stance as you walk by.
Very, very nice stance.
It cost me $100. But I got Hard Times a new Kickstarter
Ooh.
because it deserves it. And I appreciate that over the past 20 years, the original dainty Kickstarter has been updated, superseded. Look how much beefier the new one is. I was proud of my repair of this Kickstarter
Me too.
until it immediately failed. That's an improvement.
It's kind of stumpy.
I feel like we need to try it out.
I was just thinking the same thing.
We can test my kill switch too.
Oh, nice.
Okay, choke is on, gas is on. That feels sturdy. 2 kicks?
1.
1.
Make it count.
Okay.
Oh.
Idles. I wanted to try out the kill switch. The last thing I want to do before taking Hard Times out into the world again is give it a bath. We've got a lot of dirt, leaves, and some blue tarp remnants that should be washed away. Once I do that and decide where to take this on its first ride, I'll see you guys there. We decided to come out here to Prairie City off-road vehicle area to try out Hard Times. I think it's looking pretty sharp.
Oh, it is.
especially considering what we started with. I washed it, I took off the ragged pipe guard, and started polishing up some of the chrome too. I used a copper scouring pad.
Oh.
I like to keep one of these just in case I need to powder my nose.
Ooh.
I use this instead of steel wool because I think there's less chance of scratching the metal. Watch this. See the rust? Pretty much disappears.
Okay.
So just keep that in your bag of tricks. First thing I want to do is start up the engine, take the motorcycle on just a basic straightaway ride to see if it goes through all the gears and get an idea of how the engine is running. I'm really happy that it runs at all, but I noticed when we started it earlier, it sounded like it was running rich. It had kind of a raspy, croupy sound to it.
Ooh.
You ever had the croup?
No. Have you?
No, my brother did though. You have to live in a tent while you have the croup.
Is it fun, like camping?
No, it's in the hospital.
Oh.
But hopefully it won't come to that. I'm thinking that maybe the engine isn't running as crispy as it should yet because I haven't fully warmed it up, and there could even be some residual oil in the crankcase that needs to be worked out. If not, it might be time for a top end rebuild because the jetting is already on the lean side. But I don't really want to entertain any of that right now. How about we just see how it goes?
Let's do it.
Something I just thought about is it's gotta be fast. It has flames.
Yeah.
So we've got that going for us. Let's see if it starts up. Sounds pretty good. It feels comfortable. It's pretty good at fogging out any enemies in the vicinity. So I'll take it for a ride down this way and come back. Shouldn't be more than a few minutes. Ooh, I like the hydraulic clutch. Instead of a cable, we've got the hydro. Really smooth. I'll be right back. We're moving. We're moving. That's a good sign. When I say it's running rich, that means for some reason the engine is getting too much gas in relation to air, which makes it run sluggishly. I'd like to try to find a straightaway. Okay, took me a minute, but I think I found a straightaway that we can test this. Here we go. First gear, second gear, third gear, fourth gear, fifth gear, sixth gear. Wow, 6-speed transmission. Running rich though. So this is a low-end motor. I don't know if it's meant to be that way or not, but it's got some pretty good snort down on the bottom, but kind of signs off early. I don't know if that's just characteristics of the engine or the poor condition of the engine though. It's got torque though. You turn the throttle and it goes right off idle. Not a big fan of the River Rock Trail. I think I've had enough of this. I'll go back to Camera Girl now and try it out on the moto track. Well, the best news is I didn't crash. It's running rich though.
Okay.
It's kind of like me when I just wake up in the morning. Lethargic, uninspired, but it didn't just wake up. So something's off. Let's grab our stuff, lock up the truck, then I'll try it on the track. Kickstand action.
Smooth.
Yeah. Here we go. Smooth track. Oh, downhill. It rained last night, so this track is pretty muddy and slippery. Too much throttle in the big 300. It's gonna slide right out from under me. Take this inside line. I wonder if she got that one. I'd like to be able to clear that little tabletop there. One more time? We'll try one more time. There we go. Not a perfect landing, but I'll sign off on that one. I'll ask her how the third person view came out. How'd that last one look?
Pretty good, I think.
Maybe. So the engine's running really rich. I don't know if it's a carburetor problem. Maybe the power valve isn't opening right. Maybe could use a top end. But this is how we're going to leave Hard Times, because I mentioned before I have more motorcycles than I do space. Need to sell some of them, and Hard Times is now officially for sale. I'm not going to list it on Marketplace or Craigslist, but I think if the right person comes along, I'm ready to pass the torch. We thought about giving it away, but I'm not really in a position to do that. Maybe if I made lots of videos and was a shill for home security systems and hair growth stuff, that'd be a different story, but I'm not, obviously. What do you guys think Hard Times is worth? Originally, I was thinking $600 to $900. Might be double that by now.
Not treble.
I don't know, maybe. What do you guys think? Let's check the oil. By now, if it was going to get milky, it would. Well, I mentioned before, there's some residual contaminants in there.
Might be a good idea to drain it and refill it.
Yeah. I don't think I have a leak down there.
That's always good.
The clutch seems like it's working good too. Thank you guys for all the comments on the last video about Hard Times. I learned a lot from you about gas and what Smackover is. It's a town in Arkansas, and at one time there was a prominent gas dealership there. If you're interested in the full history of this project, I'll put a link to that up on the screen. Did you want to try?
No.
Thanks for watching.